Oh, he's lagging. This.
He is.
Neutralized. Survive.
That's what are you doing, mate? Yes, good armor, but doesn't have any damage.
How?
Rogue agent eliminated.
Fuck, I don't know. I shoot on him 3 times and he don't die.
Serious trauma detected. Rogue agent eliminated. Rogue agent eliminated. Rogue agent neutralized. Rogue agent eliminated. Rogue agent neutralized. Vital sign. Agent out of function. Rogue agent eliminated. Detected. Rogue agent neutralized. Almost at extraction. Arrived. Rogue agent.
Hey, yo, we're back with another video. Subscribe to the channel. After this gameplay, you're gonna need a flannel. Hey, yo, we're back with another Division 2 video, and we're gonna get straight into this build. So, for this build, I'm running a 3DH, we're running a Gilla, I'm running a Fenris, and a Wyvern piece. Now, I just want to say that this build is not a build you can go run around face tanking people and, you know, thinking you're the best. You got to play smart with this build, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. But first, we're just going to see how Catherine is doing. You alright?
Me blood clot.
She is not bothered today. Anyway, cool. So we're going to get straight into the specialization. So for the specialization, I'm using Demolitionist. For any of these, you can choose what you want. It's up to you, play style, whatever. But there's just a cool couple things in here, like this laser point, which gives you 7% crit chance, you know, and you want to make sure you get your weapon damage on the main weapon you're using, and I'm using AR, so yeah, there's a lot of cool things in here. When armor is reduced to 0, refills all main weapon ammo. Happens like rarely, but it does help in some situations, you know. There's cool little talents here, so yeah, choose whatever specialization you want, but this is one I'm going with. Cool, so let's get straight into the build. So as I said, I'm running 3DH, I'm running a Gilla, a Fenris, and a Wyvern piece. So for the gun, I'm running a Famas, which has got 20k damage on it. It's pretty good. It's got 990 RPM. This thing shoots like a madman. We've got 40 in the mag, and for the talents, we've got Killer. Now this talent is important for this build. If you want to structure it the way I'm doing it, you want to make sure you get this talent. Killer, which is killing an enemy with a critical hit, grants 50% critical hit damage for 15 seconds. So that's all you got to do. You got to kill a target with a critical hit, which will most likely happen. You will get 50% critical hit damage for 15 seconds. That is mad. Okay, so we got Allegro on here, which is 10% rate of fire. For the chatterbots, we all know why we're using this now. We all know, which is Blabbermouth. While holstered, reloading your weapon within 5 seconds after a kill, grants 15% rate of fire for 10 seconds. So yeah, you want to make sure that rate of fire is just boosting up. We already got 990, so when that happens,
Incoming backup request.
okay, cool. So now the guns are done. We want to make sure we get into the gear pieces. So for the mask, we got DH mask, as I said. So for the free piece, what you get is you get 5% accuracy, you get 10% critical hit damage, and you get 7% crit chance. So that's the reason why I've gone with free piece DH, because I've got this crit damage and crit chance, you know, together. So for the attributes, we got 7% crit chance in there. I could get it to 11% like this one here, but this mask I'm using for another build, so I don't want to touch it. But if I do get a higher crit chance one, I will put that on there. We got 206 skill power, and for the talents we got perfect concussion. So this one is really good. Headshots grant 20% headshot damage for 2 seconds. It's 5 seconds with marksman rifles, but we're not using a marksman rifle. But yeah, grants 20% headshot damage for 2 seconds. So that's really going to help. Sometimes I aim at the head and then might shoot at the body, and you might say, oh, why don't you go for a breadbasket? But for this build, this is the reason why I'm using Killer. You'll understand in a second. For the chest piece, we're using Berserk, which is perfect Berserk, which is a Fenris chest piece, which gives me 10% assault rifle damage. So for the attributes, we've got 6.5% crit chance, we've got 52k health on there. Perfect Berserk, which is 10% weapon damage for every 20% of max armor depleted. You need 7 or more for this. If you guys want to see the PvP damage on this, it is 6%. So some people will ask me in the comments, oh, what's the PvP damage for Berserk, Perfect Berserk, and that's what it is, that's 6%. Cool. So for the talents on the chest here, we got unique talent, which is 15% armor there. So yeah, that's just going to help out the build as we're really squishy. This is a really glass cannon build. So for the mod slots, we got offensive mod slot, which is 1.5% weapon damage. We got 4% assault rifle damage and 2% marksman rifle damage. We don't need marksman rifle damage, but it's there. For the holster, we got Wyvern holster. Now, this one here has 14% crit chance on it. I could get it to about 16%. We got talents here, which is critical. Now that is plus 15% crit damage. So as you can see, this build is literally surrounded by crit chance and crit damage. So this is what I'm trying to get forward to. So you're going to realize in a second why. For the mod slots, we got 1.5% weapon damage. You got 4% assault rifle damage. Again, so that mod slot there, I bought about 3 of them because of the 4% assault rifle damage. So yeah. For the knee pad, we got a DH knee pad. The attributes, we got 8% crit chance in there. For the talents, we got insulated. For the knee pad, we got a DH knee pad, which has 8% crit chance on it. And for the talents here, we got insulated. I would rather have cloaked, but you know, it's just what we have, so this is what we're gonna go with. If you don't know what cloaked is when armor is depleted, nearby enemy skills are disrupted for 10 seconds, and it can occur every 30 seconds. So yeah, I would switch that for, you know, insulated, but I can't, so yeah, I'm just gonna run with this for now. For the glove, we're running a Gidda glove, which has 9k health on it. It's got 11% assault rifle damage on there. I could get that to about 13%, but yeah, I haven't found any higher at the moment. So for the main talent here, depleting an enemy's armor grants 30% critical hit damage for 15 seconds. Now, if you didn't remember, the talent on the gun grants 50% for 15 seconds, and then this grants depleting an enemy's armor. This one grants 30%. Yeah, so altogether that's 80% plus crit damage onto our build. So yeah, that is what's working together. These two talents here is what's really working together in the build. For the bag, we've got another DH bag, which is the third piece. We've got 5% crit chance in there. We've got 8.5% weapon damage. We've got 7% crit damage on there. For the talents, you know, I wanted to have Spark here, but I just couldn't find a nice DH bag with Spark on it, and I wanted to get this build up to you guys ASAP. So yeah, this skill here, we can't be using this. But for the unique talent, we got Vital there just to boost up the health a little bit. So yeah, and then for the mod slots here, we got 2.5% weapon damage, we got 2% assault rifle damage, and 2% rifle damage. Again, rifle damage does not matter. So as I said, this build is literally covering crit chance and crit damage. So let me go through it. So on the gun, the talent gives us 50% crit damage for 15 seconds. The talent on the glove gives us 30% crit damage for 15 seconds, that's 80%. And then our stats all together, we've got 54% crit chance and 64% crit damage. So adding that all up together will really help out our build. This is what is just, when you look at someone, that's it, boom, they're flashed, they're down. Because of all the damage you're getting on your build, it's crazy. And we've got 20k on the Famas as well, so that's what's really helping out. Using the booster hive here and using the drone, the defender drone. So I just like to use the defender drone just to keep my berserk up. So yeah, that's the reason why we use these two skills. But yeah, this build is really like a glass cannon build. Like, you can't really go running around solo all the time with this build, but if you play smart with this, that's the reason why I put booster on, so that if I'm near someone and they're literally face tanking me, I could put it down and then maybe run away and get in the right position and then just literally beam them from far away. And let me just cover these stats one more time. So we've got 20k weapon damage, we've got 54% crit chance in there, 64% crit damage, we've got 55% headshot damage. For the hazard protection is really low because we only literally have one talent for hazard protection, which is 30% hazard protection. So as I said again, that's why we've got the booster hive. If you see a bleed hive or anything, you know, that's gonna hurt you badly. You just want to get out of there quick and get in a nice position, you know, to get them shots. But yeah, this build is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. And as you saw in the gameplay, it does melt. It's crazy. But yeah, this build can be improved. And the way I would improve this build is I would get cloaked on here with a little bit more higher crit chance. On the bag, I'll get Spark and a little bit more weapon damage. If you guys don't know what Spark is, hold on. I got perfect Spark here. Damaging enemies with skills or explosives grant 20% weapon damage for 15 seconds. So literally, if I use a drone, a striker drone, and I click that onto them, that's it, I've got 20% weapon damage. That talent is really good, so that talent will really help out with the build, so I'm looking to get that. If I do get that talent and this build turns out to be much better, I will just post some gameplay with it, but I won't re-upload the build because this build isn't really worth that, I would say. But yeah, I will upload some more gameplay of me with it if I do get this build better. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this build video. Please give that a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I do appreciate the support recently. We're on 2,600 subscribers. We're 400 away from 3k subscribers, so yeah, hopefully we can get that by Christmas. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button.